guys, and welcome back. So today I have a lower body workout for you. I have about 9 exercises. We're going to go through them 2 times. So we'll go top to bottom, then we'll have a little break and go back up to the top. All you need for today is some heavier weights. So to give you an idea, I have 10s, 12s, and 15s. Your legs are strong. You really want to make sure you're challenging them. So if you don't have heavier weights, go ahead and grab some water bottles or soup cans, something to give you some good resistance. You'll need a mat because we're going to go down to the floor for at least one of our exercises, some water, and a towel. We'll perform each exercise for 40 seconds with a 20-second break that I'll use to show you your next move. And with all that being said, I think we're ready to get warmed up. All right, so let's just start with a nice big step touch here. We're going to get that lower body good and warm. Four more here. 4, 3, 2. Let's step and butt kick here. Trying to get that heel as close to that butt as you can, warming up that hamstring, stretching out that quad. And 4, 3, 2. We're going to take it to a squat right here. So toes and knees facing me. Sinking it down, coming up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Weight is back in those heels, chest is lifted, back is flat. Really engaging and squeezing those glutes at the top. You need 2 more just like this. Then we'll take it to a squat and a hamstring stretch right here. So squat and stretch. Let's go 2 more just like this. Last one. Good, let's warm up that spine. So step and rotate here, turning those hips and shoulders to the opposite wall. Core in nice and tight. And 4, 3, 2. Let's warm up those hips a little bit more. Nice big up and over. So corner to corner, one corner to the other corner. One more each side. Good. Let's just take some nice big arm circles here. Those shoulders warmed up. We're not working that upper body, but we'll be holding weights in those hands. So we'll kind of be using, let's go the other way, a little bit. Good, let's just take them across and open. Thumbs face up when those hands go back. Core nice and tight. And let's take some circles of the ankles here. Finishing off this warm up. And other way. Good, other foot. Nice big circles. And other way. Good, let's just do some calf raises here. Just to get all those muscles in the legs warmed up. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You know what? Let's just take one more. I want to do a hip flexor stretch here. So walk it out. Hold that plank. Take that right leg forward. Press those hips down. Just stretch out those hip flexors real quick a little bit. And switch. I promise this will be the last move of our warm up. Back leg is nice and straight. Heel pushes back. Take that foot back. Walk it in. Roll it up. And now we're ready to start. All right, so Our first exercise is going to be 2 squat walks. So we're going to be holding weights. We're going to sink it down. We're going to squat 2 squat walks here. Then we're going to step that foot back out, squat to half, squat, close. Then we do 2 squat walks the other way. So we're never coming completely up out of that squat, okay? So as I said, your legs can handle a lot. So go nice and heavy. I'm going to use my 15s. You can always bump down if you need to, if it gets to be too much and you feel like your performance is going. So we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stay nice and low. Take it wide to half, down, in. Chest is lifted, back is flat, core is engaged. Weight in those heels.
I used to go to bed at night wishing I had a friend, someone to hold and squeeze me tight, a very special friend.
Rest. All right. Now we have a side lunge. So we're coming. Stepping side, we're going to go all on the right first. Weights frame the knee, halfway up, all the way down, up and knee drive. Now, modify this here to a tap. So take this out and tap that toe for balance. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Weights frame the knee, halfway up, down, drive that knee up. Chest is lifted. Rest. All right, set the weights down, give those arms a little break. We're going to the other side. Same thing, looks exactly the same. Big step to half, down, and push. All right, so chest lifted, butt back like you're sitting in a chair. And here we go. Side, half, down, knee. Core is in nice and tight. Pushing off that left foot. Rest. All right, weights down. So we're gonna hold our weight like a goblet squat. So sumo squat, feet wide, toes out, tailbone under, chest lifted. So we're gonna go here, pivot on a diagonal, back to the front, and then I believe I have us coming up, yes, to stand. So think of zipping those inner thighs together, squeezing the glutes, driving through the heels. Make sure this does not happen. You want those knees to stay open, tracking over those ankles, okay? So one weight in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All on that one side. So we squat, diagonal, squat. Now we're staying on that same side. Squat, diagonal. And notice I'm not coming all the way up. I'm keeping my knees bent a little bit to keep that tension in those muscles. Down, back, in, and up. Rest. All right, you can set that weight down. Let those arms rest a little bit. We have the other side to do. Looks exactly the same. All right. And you can hold the weight any way you want. You can hold it, I'm holding it with my hands right around the top of the weight, letting it hang, or you can hold it on either end, okay? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. We squat, diagonal, in, squeeze. Make sure you're not pivoting too much. It's just a little switch of positions because you don't want to torque that knee. Finish here, rest. Okay. We have a single leg squat to a deadlift. Okay, so I'm gonna be standing, I'm facing the right. My left foot is going to be planted on that floor. I want you guys to be able to see. So, this leg is up, this glute is engaged. I'm hovering down, core is tight, back is nice and flat. My knee is bent, my weight is in my heel. I'm doing a single leg squat here, up, and then taking it to a deadlift. Hinge those hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Now, if the balance is too much for you, if that element's too much, take it here, single leg squat, and then to the deadlift, okay? So notice the squat, I bend the knee here. The deadlift, it stays straight and I'm using those hips to hinge, okay? In 3, 2, 1, we're working the left leg first. So we come here, weights hang, squat, drive through the heel, deadlift, core is in, leading with that chest, squeeze. Come back down, single leg squat, drive through the heel, hinge, up and squeeze. Rest. Okay, we're going to the right side, so we're facing the left, working that right leg. All right. Working the legs gets that heart rate up. So if your heart rate is up, totally normal. All right. So we have the squat, then the deadlift. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leg is up. If you're choosing the balance option, comes down, leading with that chest. Core is in, driving up, squeezing that glute at the top. Rest. Okay, weights down. We are coming down to the floor. Single leg glute bridge. So I'm gonna have one heavy weight. Let's work the left leg first. Give that right leg a little bit of a breather. So options for placement of the right leg. You can go here, here. You can have it bent a little bit. Or you can tap the toe, but just make sure that all the work is happening from that left glute. The toe is just here for a little bit of balance and support. Placing the weight on the pelvis. In 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go with my leg up. I'm driving through that left heel. And the closer the heel is to the glutes, the more intense it is. Really squeezing that glute, lifting those hips all the way up. Rest. All right, we have that right side. To finish off this set, I'll give you a little breather. We'll grab some water and then we'll go back to the top. All right, so set yourself up with that right leg planted on the floor, right heel's dug into that floor. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Press it up, lower down. Now you'll notice I'm not resting my glutes on the floor, I'm keeping them elevated. So I'm only coming down a little bit. Rest. All right, set that weight aside. Come on up. Grab some water, towel off if you need to. Give you a little breather here, and then we're gonna go back to the top and repeat. All right. So we have those squat walks. Clean your work area up a little bit here if those weights kind of got all over the place. So we have those 2 squat walks, and then we squat, come halfway up, squat, and then move to the other side. Okay, so grab those heavy weights. Chest is lifted nice and high. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Stay low. Squat, walk, down, halfway up, down, in, other way. Make sure those knees and toes stay facing me. Chest is lifted high, back is flat. Rest. All right, side lunge. We come halfway up, side lunge, weights bring the knee, half, down, either knee up for balance or tap to modify. All right. Here we go, all on that right side to start. And we lunge to half, down, make sure that chest is lifted. Butt back, knee faces me. Don't let it cave in. Rest. Set those weights down, let those arms rest a little bit. Other side. All right. Couple seconds here. Take that breather. And 3, 2, 1. And here we go, big step side. Push off that foot. Rest. All right. We have The sumo squat. Toes out, knees back. Squat, diagonal, squat, up. Now, I said last round, make sure that you're not going too far back. Look what it's doing to my knee. You can see it's causing a lot of tension in that knee. So, when you go here, your feet line up here. So you want to make sure that you're in a line here, okay? So it's not a big move. It's just a little change of direction, okay? But you don't want to add any pressure on that knee. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. We squat, diagonal, squat, squeeze those inner thighs and glutes. Chest and back are lifted, tailbone is under. You're not standing up all the way out of that squat. Rest. Set that weight down, give those arms a breather. We got that other side to do. All right. Got a little less than 10 seconds. Take a nice big breath in through the nose, out through that mouth. And here we go. We squat, squat, in, up and squeeze. Make sure those knees are back, over those ankles. Oops, forgot that first squat. Let's finish here. And up, good. I start focusing on my legs shaking and I forget what I'm doing. All right, so single leg squat. We'll face the right, work that left leg. So we're here, squat, and then deadlift here. Core engaged, leading with that chest on that deadlift. Very important. Modify that single leg squat by tapping that toe like this, okay? So, grab those weights, working that left leg, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We come down, squat, tap, deadlift, all the way up, squeeze that glute at the top. Rest. All right, we got that right leg to do. Turning and facing the left. All right. So make sure you're driving through that heel, very important. This supporting heel. You're pushing, really focusing on pushing through that heel with the squat and the deadlift. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. We squat, drive through that heel. Squeeze, push through that heel, squeeze those glutes at the top. Leading with that chest. On that deadlift, rest. All right, we're coming down. Single leg glute bridge. It's very easy as you start to get fatigued. So let that form go a little bit. You really gotta focus. to make sure that you are A, avoiding injury, and B, getting the maximum results and effort out of the movement that you're doing. Because if you're not doing it right, you're not working the muscles that you want to work. All right, so let's start with the left leg. Left foot planted on the floor. Weight placed on those hips. And again, that right leg can either go up, cross. I think this time I'm going to go crossed. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drive through that heel. And again, don't let those glutes rest on that floor in between. Let them hover and then come right back up. Make sure you're lifting those hips all the way up. Pressing through that heel. Rest. All right, we got that right leg. This is our last exercise. All right, so pick where that left leg is going, either straight up, toe tapped on that floor, or leg crossed over. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Press it up, drive through that heel, and down. Really squeeze those glutes at the top, lift those hips up as high as you can. This is the last time you're doing these for this workout, and up and down. And rest. Set that weight down and towel off. We're going to start our stretch on the floor. So towel off, grab some water. All right, those legs should be spent. So if you have those heavy weights and you were using them, and maybe you feel like your legs aren't quite as spent as they should be, next time you do this workout, bump up those weights, challenge yourself. Don't get into that comfort zone and stay there. Always push above. All right. Let's get those weights out of the way, and it's time for our cool down. All right, so let's come back. Let's come down. Let's cross. Let's start with the right leg crossed over. So right leg crossed over, reaching through, pulling in. At the same time you pull in, sink the tailbone down to the floor. Feel that nice stretch of that right hip and the right glute. Good, let's switch sides. Left leg crosses over, pulling it in. Again, don't let those hips come up. Sink that tailbone to the floor, you're just pulling the legs in towards you. All right, let's come up and have a seat. Let's take a butterfly stretch here, so soles of the feet together. Gentle pressure on those inner thighs, opening up those hips. You can lean forward if you want. Let's take the legs straight out in front of us. Let's take the toes up to the ceiling and reach. If you can't reach your toes, just go to wherever you're comfortable. Maybe you reach your shins, wherever you are comfortable, wherever you feel that nice stretch. Good. Let's take that left hand reaching for that right leg. Let's lift it up, even if you need to bend it a little bit to get that stretch, to be able to reach. So lift up, sit nice and tall, and let's take it across. Let's take the arm out and rotate. Get IT down a little bit. left leg and lift. Sit up nice and tall, take it across, and let's rotate it open. Good. Let's take a straddle stretch here. So open it up nice and wide. And toes up to the ceiling. Let's walk those hands forward as far as you can. Feeling that nice stretch in those inner thighs. They really worked with those sumo squats today and those lateral lunges. And let's walk it over to the right. And walk it over to the left. One more time each side, walk it over to the right. And left. And take it back center. And walk it up. Good. Let's hit those hip flexors here. So let's take it to a down dog. Stretch out those calves a little bit, so pedal those feet. And then we'll hit those hip flexors here. Press both heels down, pressing that head between those biceps. Feel that nice stretch in those calves all the way up the back of that leg. All right, so let's take the right leg forward here. Pressing that left heel back. Back leg is nice and straight. Press those hips down. Feel that nice stretch in that left hip flexor here. Let's put that hand down, rotate it open. Good. All right, hand comes down, switching feet. Left leg is forward. Again, that right leg is nice and straight, pressing that heel back. And let's open it up. Placing that hand down. All right. So let's put that foot back, walk the hands in, legs are nice and straight, rolling it up. Then we'll do a quick quad stretch to finish. So if you need something for balance, go ahead and grab it. Taking that right heel to the butt, knee points down to the floor, tucking the pelvis under to really intensify that stretch. And switch. And let's finish with a nice big breath in here. Inhale those arms up. And exhale them down. And you are all done with your workout for today. Thank you so much for working out with me. I really love having you here. If you like this workout, let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please make sure before you leave, hit that subscribe button. Hit your notification bell so you know every single time that I upload a new workout so you can join me. And I will see you in the next workout. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.